What is going on, everybody? It's Brave Cat here once again with another live commentary rant. This one is going to be good. So, alright, I really just wanted to rant and, bitch about the educational system. So I actually was doing a little bit of research because I wanted, there was a few key details I wanted to know a little bit more about, but, overall, it's like, what happened? What happened to the education system? Where did it go? Come here, you little rat. Just like that. Now, what the heck happened in this country? Alright, in the last 100 years, more so in the last 30 to 40, that caused everything to go to hell. Well, because, I graduated around 2017 or so, and things have only gotten exponentially worse since then. But see, even when I was in school, they had already pretty much completely done away with any sort of trade classes, wood shop, any of those good old things that we still need. I mean, if you take a look around, a lot of the trade companies and stuff like that, they need workers. And not just that, they need people that actually know what they're doing. Because, plumbing, HVAC, all that stuff is still needed, okay? AI and computers will never replace, the common hard work. Come here! Alright, see, this is why I needed to play Gears. You want some? So anyways, we're gonna run through, some points here. This is already a little more intense than I thought. I don't know why I'm trying to live commentary this, but let's do this. All right, let's do this. So what happened? Okay, there was a shift from trade classes and skills that matter to purely like computer education, coding, all that. And yet, when people get out of school these days, you could know how to code, you could know how to use an iPad, an Excel document, whatever, but you're set up for failure completely. Even in terms of like home ec, self-care, like just even the simple stuff, So clearly everyone coming out of school these days is completely set up for failure and just does not have the tools that they need to succeed. And clearly, especially by now, I mean, it should be obvious this was all done completely on purpose. I mean, America had its, industrial revolution, the huge boom in the economy. It had to go through 2 world wars. And it's like, for a while, America was pretty much the strongest in terms of not just education, but, hard work, manufacturing. So, the more you look into it, which is why I had to do a little bit more research so I can have a bit more of a substantial rant to go off of, is because all these things are so interconnected. Like, you see a reason for one thing to happen, and you see it happening everywhere else. So let's kind of run through some of those things. There's the drivers of technological emphasis, right? Of why schools just don't have useful classes anymore. It's all about computers, even though it's like, okay, what happened to all the machine shop and wood shop classes? Okay, it's costly to maintain those things, the material costs, the tool costs, and all that. But computers cost a lot of money too, right? Those aren't cheap. And yet, clearly, one of the big things that goes into that is these tech companies are the ones advocating and pushing for these things. So they donate computers, they basically just hand it over. It's basically just like, here, have all these computers at a fraction of the cost, simply so that those things can take over the educational system, right? I mean, they didn't actually have to spend all that much money on technology, computers, and all that because the tech companies basically just handed them over. Oh, here, teach everybody how to use computers, so that they can just be our little tech slaves. Just everyone's working in these little cubicles all day and doing our bidding and all that. Well, now we have AI, so those things are going down the drain anyway. So who cares about learning how to code or balancing a budget anyway? Now you have AI to do that. So now, all the jobs that people have been prepared for are now being taken over by AI, while all the trade jobs, all the useful skills, all the backbreaking hard work positions, damn, are are nowhere to be found. And those skilled jobs are, in demand, and almost nobody knows how to do them. So how is that even beneficial for a country anyway? Why would something like that be done on purpose? You'd think that would just hurt the whole economy. Oh my god, playing freaking hopscotch over here. Which, I mean, yeah, it has. Except, the really clever thing that the government did, or seemingly clever, is that any sort of issue that arises with money, or anything for that matter, the taxpayers are the ones to foot the bill. That's why there is no accountability in government, and especially education, is because if there is any issues, right, if there's any problem whatsoever, guess who has to foot that bill? It's the American taxpayer. So there's no accountability. I mean, even though it's destroying the company, even though it's a completely unsustainable way of life, we're the ones that have to foot the bill and take the consequences right on the ass. So, and when it comes to school funding, okay, this really blew me away. I mean, it's such an easy thing to look up, and yet when I saw this figure, I was like, are you kidding me? Alright, because this is how much this is how much gets spent, budgeted for the education system every year. And it goes up. I mean, it's almost at $1 trillion annually. About $800 to $900 billion gets budgeted towards K through 12, alright, in the US annually. That's comparable to the military budget, okay? The budget for the military is comparable to the budget for the education system. And yet one of those things is completely lacking, and the other thing, I mean, they're both grossly overinflated. Alright? Both of those things are grossly overinflated. For different reasons, but it's like, okay, we're spending... I mean, obviously we spend more money on the military, especially in terms of, black budget programs and things that we don't have no clue about. But just on the surface level, alright, there's a comparable amount of money that gets spent on the education system, allegedly, than the freaking military. That's insane. So why is that, right? I mean, we may never know the true answer to that, okay? But one of the biggest factors in there is just, again, the bloat. And that comes in the form of administration bloat, to the point where, there's a 7 times increase in non-instructive administrative roles than there has been in the growth of the students themselves. So, there's a 90% increase of student growth in schools. But then when it comes to positions that are filled with non-instructive administrative roles, so not teachers, just random positions, is 700% increase in those. And the salaries for teachers is, compensated poorly, because, I mean, there's just this strict budgeting for those things, and it's literally a plateau. There's literally a plateau for those things. Meanwhile, with these other administrative roles, which can be who knows what, it could be the school board, It's not the janitors. You know, it's just these other positions that probably a lot of them are made up or complete BS. And well, I'm sure those positions don't have plateaus, and that's where a lot of that 800 plus $1 billion annually goes. Well, and plus, I mean, there's never actually been any 100% full, complete audit of any of these funds. And we see this on tax form, or not tax forms, voting, like local and state voting, year after year. Okay, like even just from what I've seen, there's always a proposition that's like, oh, without raising taxes, or while raising taxes, anything. It doesn't matter what they say. Okay, what they word it as is all these things to increase educational budgets, right? Year after year, it's every year you see these things on the ballots. Is where it's like, oh, without increasing tax, we're gonna put more money towards the school system, or whatever. But it's BS. It's complete BS. We don't know where this money's going. We never have, and I don't know if we ever will. Get back up, soldier. We gotta fight for democracy. Oof! See, that's why I think it was a good choice to play Gears while ranting about the education system. Because you have something to let the anger out while you're talking about something that makes you angry. Isn't that perfect? This is just a perfect flow of energy. See, I ain't even mad right now, bro. Like, itty what itty. You want some? You want some smoke? I'll give you the smoke. I'll give you some smoke. Come here. Come here. We got one shell left. Who wants it? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh shit. Oh, just have to have a little bit of fun. So, alright, it's terrible. The education system has ruined everything. Okay, but what's the real reason? Okay, because so far I've just talked a lot of nonsense. Whether or not these things are true, it's like, okay, well, how did we get here and why? More importantly, why? I mean, as you know, the government likes to control things. I mean, that's what it is. It's literally like the narcissistic control freak that lives in the attic. Like, that's what the government is. And anytime, you don't have their money, or rather, anytime you don't let them steal yours, they come down banging on your walls, and they're like, hey, where's my cut? And you're just like, what did you do to earn it? You're just like, it's just a manipulative control scheme, okay? That's why. So, just think about it. If people are too stupid to actually revolt or understand the need to revolt, then that perpetuates the control system. And so, you have all the jobs that went overseas, all the manufacturing and all that. And, it's not like these jobs went away, they just went overseas. So then, okay, people don't need to have all these trade classes. So we'll just give them all these computer classes instead. But it just doesn't, it's not a complete loop, It never comes back full circle because it wasn't meant to. People get lied to and deceived, and then they don't even know why. Alright, things got a little bit derailed, but, the principles are still there. It's like, it's been, oh god, I can't even, bro, what the fuck? My brain just totally turned off. It's because it's Gears time. Look, everybody's been completely screwed over. Alright. And things are getting ready to change. Alright, that's about as simple as it gets. Now, it's not that simple. But then again, I'm sitting here trying to do a live commentary while playing Gears of War, so you know, this is the kind of quality that we get here. Oh my god, they're just camping power weapons. Please. They can't fight me with the Nasher. They have to use power. That's how it goes every time, isn't it? I haven't even looked at the scoreboard. That's funny. So, okay, let's kind of recap things, right? So, we have a bunch of corporate technocratic rats lying and conniving and scheming for only their own benefit. So they're like, okay, let's raise this last few generations of people to only know how to do computer stuff, right? So they can slave away at our coding and AI. I mean, we're the ones who built the AI for them. Okay, they put that in schools. All right, everyone knows how to use a computer, how to, you know, maybe, you know, a bunch of people know how to code. All right, so that we develop these AI systems so that basically they can kick us off of those jobs while they still get the work done that they need. While increasingly, here's the key thing. Okay, here's actually the key point that I've been trying to get to, is the fact that it all hinges on the American people, or we're not even talking, we're talking about the whole world here, let's be honest. Okay, any developed nation at this point has this set in motion, where as long as it makes its people reliant on the government, then it all works out, right? Then there's nothing that the people can do about it because they rely on the government. That's what welfare, that's what SNAP, that's what all that is. And as long as people are relying on the government, then, you know, we can't revolt, at least not as effectively, and not as totally. Alright, so that's like the main goal for them, is to make as many people as reliant on the government, and also blame it on us. You know, why not? Alright, blame it on us at the same time. I don't know what I think my teammates are brain dead. Like, I'm sitting here ranting and raving, and I'm still playing better than any of these teammates. That's crazy work. Alright, JD. Oh, alright. The rant is coming to an end. But that's Gears, man. It goes hot and fast. Okay. That's how this shit goes. Come here! Come here! It's like my shots aren't even registering. Come on! Come here, you little shit. Yeah, if you can hear my keyboard right now, you know I'm a sweat in this game. You already know it. I mean, I'm barely trying right now. Especially because, I mean, it's already over. We have 2 players, 0 and 6 and 0 and 5. It's not even worth. Come on, JD, let's freaking pick up the pieces here, alright? Come on, JD. You got... Okay, well, you know, it be what it be. Come here. No! Oh, there's still one more round left. Alright, well, here comes the redemption. Alright, there's no more ranting. There's only blood. Oh, this map. I hate this map. It's because I refuse to pick up power weapons, but that's just, you know, it's just the only thing that works. Why is this guy running to pick... No, hand it over. Oof! I'm glad that wasn't a headshot. Oh god, I'm so bad, dude. I'm so bad, and this team is cooked. We're all cooked. This generation is cooked. I can't land a headshot. Thanks, Obama. Come on, if I don't hit this next shot. Thanks, Obama. Oh man, I've been hesitant on making a rant while playing this game, but I think this is perfect. I think this is perfect. Look at that. We just traded. That was the ultimate trade. That was like a three-way trade right there. There's a threesome right there. You know, things just gotta get a little hot and messy sometimes, you know? Oh my god, look at, they're just camping power weapons because they cannot face me with an Asher. They have to use rocket launchers and snipers and flamethrowers. Man, you can't just fucking do things purely out of skill. Because you're all rats. You're all garbage. That's what this game is for. It's for unloading the anger. Come here! You want to get away with that? I guess you will. I guess you are just going to get away with that, aren't you? Little rat. Now I have to be a rat. I mean, look, it's 2 lives to 13. I gotta... That's why we all have to sit here jerking each other off. Come here! Get over here! Fuck you. Ow! See, it's all in good fun. Oh my god, what happened to that person? Isn't there something kind of paradoxical about me bitching about something that makes me mad, that makes a lot of people mad, for good reason? Oh my god, it's like they know I'm here. Oh my god, I had one chance. I had one chance.
I have seen enough. You are pathetic.
You know, it's kind of paradoxical. I'm playing a game to release anger while talking about something that makes me angry. You know, it's a circle of life. Look at that. Why did I get these teammates? Can you explain that to me? Like, how was I mean, I went negative, but, you know, like, what? Alright, well, that's really about it.